18th, 18th of September, 2025. How are you keeping? I think I'm enjoying this live, even though it's very, no, not really possible for me to be live, frequently, but we got to do what we got to do. Anyways, it's back to school from this end, and I'm kind of really all into the motherhood. So what can we do? What can we do? Nobody should come and teach me table manners here, please. Anyway, thank you for joining. Thank you for watching later. I will only be here for a few minutes. So, I shared a story on my Facebook. I think it was last week. A lot of people think it is okay when you lodge into an hotel and when you are leaving the hotel for you to take something that belongs to the hotel you're checking out from. The likes of pillows, duvets, and I even went on to exaggerate it, like taking K2, taking microwave, or even taking the mattress. I think that is stealing. Of course, some people might find a way to justify that action, claiming everything I've been paid for. I don't believe that. You didn't pay for the extra stuff that you're taking. Maybe a bottle of water, that might make sense, but taking tissue, taking shampoos, I don't think is okay. So in other words, that is stealing. Stealing is not only when you take something forcefully, is when you take other people's things without asking. That's stealing. So you didn't ask for permission and you take it. So that's stealing. In other words, you took it. And sometimes we don't get solution to our problems because we are denying it. We are living in denial. So instead of accepting the fact that you've done something wrong, you are looking for excuses to justify your action. And for every action, there's a consequence. Hello, Era channel. Thank you for joining. So for every action, there's a consequence. So you have to be very intentional with how you justify your actions. So if you are living in denial, you will not look for solution to your problems. And you have to be intentional about looking for solution. Part of your personal development journey, it's about learning, unlearning, and relearning. There are some things that have been inputted in you automatically in a way because of your culture, your environment, the people around you, that you have to unlearn. You have to stop doing them anymore. The moment you realize this doesn't make sense. And there are some things that you see in other culture that you'll be like, oh, that kind of makes sense. Let me take that on board. So it's up to you to determine how far and how quicker you want to reach your destination towards your personal development journey. So the title for this video is How to Stop Stealing, 5 Life-Changing Tips. I think I have the title there somewhere. So instead of calling somebody a thief or accusing them of doing something, maybe they don't even know it. In the likes of younger kids, maybe 3, 4, they take things without asking. That's stealing. Now that you know that what you're doing is wrong, how can we stop doing these things? How can we stop doing it? You know you're doing something wrong. You've accepted what you're doing is wrong. Then solution, kind of the obedience level, it's kind of increasing. You take on correction easily than when you're denying yourself that you didn't do it. Oh, I did it because of somebody. So how to stop stealing? I'm going to share 5 points. Number 1, ask if you could take it. If the person say no, please take your eyes off it. Ask the person. You see something, it is not yours. You can confirm this is not yours. Ask the person, excuse me, Tina, this spoon over here. I really like it. It look nice. Can I take it? And if Tina say, no, you can't, then you take your eyes off it. You don't take it. You leave it there where you saw it. You take your eyes off it because Tina said, no, you cannot take it. So you don't take it because it is not yours. So that's a tip for you to stop stealing. There are other tips, of course, that you can take on board as you journey further, but that's number one. Number two, be contented with what you have. God already provided what you need to survive. I believe it's 2 Timothy 6:6. Godliness with contentment is great gain. When you are contented with who you are, what you are, where you are, and everything that you have, you will be at peace with yourself. You will not be looking at other people's things and thinking their things should be yours. When we talk about jealousy and envy, they might be similar, but they are not the same. You are jealous of somebody because they have something. You don't want them to have it. That's jealousy. And number two is envy is a bit more advanced in a bad way, because somebody has something, you don't want them to have it, and then you want to have it instead, even though you don't need it. It's like when you're already married, you have a husband, and you are looking on someone else's husband thinking they shouldn't have that man. I should be the one to have the man. What do you need two husbands for? Hello? So you have to be intentional, be contented with what you have. Whatever that God has given to you, He knows why He has given you those things at that particular time. So hold on to those and be contented with it. If you're let's say you are doing a degree, is it 3 years or 4 years, depending on the country that you're studying from, you just have to contented with that space. If you need a lot of money and you want to work as a student, you can only do like maximum of 20 hours. So at that particular time, 3 to 4 years, you can only do few hours. Be contented with that. And when you know that you can only do 20 hours, you cannot be buying some certain things that you don't really need. You have to focus on your need rather than your want. So be contented with that. Stay within that. It's just a phase. It will surely pass. So that's my number two. Number three, say it out loud. I feel like stealing that bag. And that's you calling your flesh out for trying to mess you up. Sometimes when you pound, say things in your mind, you might not be able to have control over it. Even though it can be like, oh, nobody heard what you said, or maybe you are not even taking in that word internally. But when you override that with your voice to say it out and counter it, you might be able to escape that situation. So say it out loud. Oh my God, look at that beautiful cup. I feel like stealing it. Then your flesh will be aware that you know exactly what your flesh wants you to do. So say it out loud. Look at that cup. Oh, I feel like stealing it. People around you might laugh, but your spirit man will be aware of what your flesh is trying to do to you. So say it out loud. Number 4, seek help. As stealing is a spirit, and sometimes people steal what they don't even need. Like what they don't even need. There was a movie I watched, I think it was a Nollywood movie. This child came from a very rich family. And one day, someone came to their gate, like they brought the child to their, we have gates in Nigeria, for security purpose. And they were knocking on the door, banging on the door. Come outside. Your child stole something. Even when they got to the house, when the child said, this is my house, they'd be like, what? They expected that a child that will go out to steal is coming from a poor background. And no, the child is not lacking anything. The child is not in need of anything. They just go in there to steal because it is a spirit. So seek help, whether medical help, whether talking to people, your spiritual gathering, to make sure that I sometimes take what doesn't belong to me. It's a spirit of stealing. Iron sharpeneth iron. And the gathering of the brethren, you cannot deny that, So you have to look for help. You have to seek help from people who will help you. And it takes time. You have to fight for it. You have to fight against it. You have to stand on your feet to say, I always do this, but I don't want to do them anymore. God, please help me. And that will be the end of that as time goes on. Number 5, stay away from people that steals. Evil communication corrupt good manners. Stay away from people who steals. You have a friend, they always steal. Stay away from them. If you can't change them, they will change you. If you cannot change them, they will change you. So you don't want to continue to steal, and you know that this friend is always stealing. So stay away from such people who steals, so that the only atmosphere that you are, that you are exposing yourself to will not be the atmosphere of a thief. You understand what I'm saying? So stay away from somebody who steals, so that all this effort that you are putting into yourself to become a better person will show forth, because you are striving hard. And I'm not saying don't surround yourself with anybody. Of course, surround yourself with people that you are looking up to. Oh, somebody have patience and you are still struggling with your anger. Spend more time with somebody whose spirit of patience can rub on you. Not like you have anger issue. Your friend, you are looking, you go about with somebody who also have anger issue. No, it's not gonna work. Even if you are working so hard on your anger, because you are in their environment, you take in from them as well, and they take from you. And what you are looking for is somebody that is a bit above you with whatever you are striving towards, so that when you're taking in their energy, it will neutralize your own energy that you don't want. So I shared 5 points. Ask if you could take it, ask for permission. If they say no, drop it. Number 2, be contented with what you have. God already given you what you need. Number 3, say it out loud. Oh, look at that beautiful cup. I feel like stealing it. Then your flesh will be aware that your spirit man knows exactly what it is trying to do to you, and is going to mess you up. Number 4, seek help, whether medical help, physical help, spiritual help of any sort. Seek help so that you can, chase away that spirit of stealing. And number 5, stay away from people that steals, no matter how close they are to you. The moment you know they steal, stay away from them. And of course, like I always say, knowledge is not a one-way traffic. For any other tips that you think, if somebody is stealing or you notice somebody do steal, what other tips can you share with such person? Share with me in the comment section. And thank you for hanging out with me this morning, of course, or afternoon, or wherever you're watching me from. So enjoy your lovely day and keep safe. And of course, personal development takes time. One phase at a time, your journey, your step, at your time and at your speed. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much. God bless you. Bye-bye.